Welcome to session 69
Nice.
of Dreamers of Kiriak. Yeah, that's the campaign we're playing. We had an interesting session last time. There was guns. There was a lot of guns. Just
As
wow.
it should be.
See, you all went to. I say you all. Several of you at least. Did anybody not go into the dreaming last time? Did anybody just stay back completely? Did Oshit maybe? I can't
I
remember.
think we're all there, but some of us had bodies and some of us didn't.
Yeah,
I never take my body.
that's smart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so last time, that's a good question.
There was a really, really scrawny dude, and he was like giving people guns.
Right.
And he's like, hey, don't kill me. And Nine's like, what if I did? And I think Salir opened a door underneath him and sent him away to the mansion.
That didn't work.
It sort of worked-ish.
Well, it sent him to the mansion. It didn't work out too well for the mansion.
Yeah, the butler got shot a lot.
Slowed him down a little bit.
The guy ended up with like his limbs and his head replaced with guns. You fought him a little bit.
There were gun chickens.
There were gun chickens. Whenever one of his limbs fell off, it turned into a gun chicken.
I have 2 gun chickens now.
Yes. And all the limbs were ripped off the gun guy, and he was sent into a block of very dense material back in the real world. And Nine stayed back in the dreaming, and he's like, I've got a gun, and other people are like, we got guns, and there was some shooting of Nine, but he both just had absurdly high AC and Sanctuary on him, and he was just kind of walking through a hail of gunfire and nothing was touching him, and it freaked a whole bunch of people out. They ran screaming. A guy shot into the crowd. The guy who got shot vaporized, and Nine punched the guy who shot, broke his knees, I think. There was some entanglement involved. There was just a lot of chaos. I think when we left off, everybody was back in the real world. Back at the orphanage. Does that sound right?
And the container was cracked.
Yes, there's a big old crack in the block of material that the gun guy is in.
I'm gonna have God give that an extra layer of adamant.
Yes, the goddess says, oh, that's not supposed to be there. And she repairs the crack.
Was the goddess Risa? Is that right?
Yes, I believe so.
So that's what came up in my head. I don't know if
Yes.
it's from somewhere else, but cool.
Plated in adamantite.
Yes, the crack didn't seem to have much to do with the strength of the molecules. I don't know that adamant will do anything differently if it continues to crack, but I will continue to hold it in check. There was a surge of power just now. I couldn't tell where it came from.
Someone shot a guy with a gun in this.
That was you.
No, it wasn't. I punched.
No.
I see. I still don't know what a gun is.
Don't worry about it. This thing is a gun elemental. And is getting stronger every time somebody guns.
I see. Then you should stop the gunning from happening.
Yeah, that's what I just did.
If this guy is a gun elemental, then we should be able to absorb gun with absorb elements.
It's just
You don't have to
piercing.
bullet.
Maybe you could banish him back to the plane of gun.
That's my room.
As a druid able to wield the power of the elements,
You are.
I should be able to come up with some kind of gun storm.
Are there guns in the atmosphere right now?
I just throw some guns in here. Yes.
How many bullets have been fired straight up in the last day? See, gather up all those bullets. What a coincidence they all landed here.
What are the odds?
Did we go back to the orphanage, or are we still in town?
Which town?
The orphanage town
The
with
orphanage?
none of the people because they all left.
I don't recall going back to the orphanage, but that doesn't mean we didn't.
I thought we were still at the tavern because I was still pissed off at.
I think you all finished a long rest
Yeah,
at
we
the end of
spent the night
last
there.
session. The goddess demanded you go right back. and take care of the usurper.
And we're like, no,
You're
we
like,
need a nap.
well, we're mortals, so. She's like, okay.
Destroy all the guns.
And I'm not under contract, so.
I'm not under contract with this god.
So the next
Doesn't apply to
morning,
me.
the goddess informs you that several more cracks formed, and that she, just closed them all up.
Can we just yeet this thing to the other planet?
I'm not convinced it wouldn't just come back stronger from having shot the other planet.
I can always send it back.
You inadvertently
Dreaming.
shoot the other planet with a big ol' bullet gun elemental dude.
Shot in the dreaming is making it stronger here. If I can tear open the way one way, they can do it back. Especially since the horse did it. And he was a horse and not a gun. Anyway, I broke all the guns except mine.
Oh, that's good.
And mine.
Then how did more cracks appear?
I don't think mine.
I don't think I got all of them.
So we have 1.01 of a gun.
I think some of them escaped, but
Probably.
it's impossible to track them.
How is it? It seems like something that magic can do.
Yeah, out to a certain range, and I tried that before. Also, if only they created some sort of registry where they had like and then we could come take those guns. And
If only there was some sort of omnipotent, all-powerful goddess here who could actually do things.
We could mark each gun with a specific number, so we know we can track that.
That does seem helpful, yes.
yeah, unfortunately, the arms dealer lost all of his arms and can no longer do it. And the entity can't see into the dreaming where all the other guns are.
The goddess appears in front of you, Asha.
Oh, hi.
Your guns, they
Yeah.
must be destroyed.
They don't even work here.
They
She
kind
looks at them, they're just standing there.
Oh,
One of them bobs its head like
your
a
chicken
bird.
gun.
Oh, my chicken guns.
Oh, we had 3.01 guns.
No,
Fuck your gun.
they're my babies.
She points at them
So
and they
was
turn
the
into
sloth.
they turn into parrots. They still have the same legs, but they have parrot bodies instead of gun bodies.
Well, that's not as fun, but fine.
I don't know.
Can they
there was-
talk?
There was this parrot in Donkey Kong Country that could yeet coconuts out of its throat hole. It's basically the same thing.
Lovely. One of them screams. It's not quite talking, but it does seem to have the voice box.
Screaming in like existential dread because it lost its gun body.
Maybe?
And because
Yeah.
it used to be a gun. That's pretty.
It's gone from gun to gun chicken to parrot. That's kind of a lot for a day.
It died, it came back to life as a zombie.
No, that one's dead.
Yeah, that one. That
Yeah,
one
sadly. It only
had
lasted an
very
hour.
short.
Along with everything else that's ever been near you or owned by you.
Yeah.
I do need to stress that they still have the muscular legs just attached to the parrot
like
joints.
human legs?
Yes,
Fantastic.
but just like a parrot body.
Everything
love
is
them.
always
They can't fly, is what I'm trying to.
super
Well,
ripped
no,
and
it's-
muscular or really gangly and emaciated.
Yeah.
There's no middle ground.
It's yin and yang. There is no escaping the cosmic balance.
I bet they're delicious.
Potentially,
I bet
That's a
they're
lot
not.
of meat on there.
big old drumsticks,
Yeah.
gun sticks. She just
bet
she
you
then
could breed
leaves.
them.
Is it a male and a female?
Can it?
Do not.
Can't-
They both came from the same guy.
Can it? Well,
Carrot incest is fine.
Okay,
Just have her make it male and female.
the first one's female. The second one is male.
Fantastic.
Well, there we go.
I do not know why that was her decision, but that was her decision.
Everything
There is
worked
now
out in the end.
whether they're able to reproduce is a completely different matter, I guess. But
I'm sure you can help that along.
What do I do? Show them bird porn?
huh.
If I get even the slightest hint that you're trying to breed anything, I will kill it no matter what it is.
They're parrots. How could this offend you? It's nature. With no.
I just pull out the sword.
No, for
Are you
God's-
in town? Because I think
I don't even
Oshit's
know
in
if he's
town.
with us.
Did they not
He
go
is not
home
with
to
us.
long rest?
No, we went back to the orphanage town.
They just laid in the middle of the ruins of the city, like proper adventures.
He just feels a disturbance in the force. He's like, I should stop just some shit.
Do you, either of the two of you, eventually come back to the orphanage? Or do you just live the rest of your lives, like, in
We're
town?
retired now.
That'd be a great time to retire. When
You and your,
No, we
like,
can go
pigeons,
back after we're done with our
pigeons,
rest.
parrots.
big important
dare you.
tasks. Just like, nah.
I'm sure that's racist somehow.
Probably. You go...
It's like calling him a lizard.
You... You... I don't know why that got me. You go back to the orphanage. You're all there.
Okay, cool.
Berman has helped himself to the infinite alcohol closet.
Excellent. The infinite alcohol closet is still infinite, thankfully, as are the fish that stare at people.
It wasn't
from...
anything.
Yeah, the
From the
infinite
side.
fish is what drove Berman to the closet.
Yeah, understandable. There's just something off about them. It's kind of difficult to tell
They're
what.
not good.
Berman cooked with an undead fish, but he won't touch those.
I don't blame you. They're not good. Nothing good can be made of those.
But they are unlimited.
Yes.
I wonder what happened to the soldiers.
You probably use them for bait.
The soldiers?
Yeah.
Which
We had a
set
whole army,
because
like, living here.
dead.
The ones at the
dead.
orphanage.
But yeah, like they were here ages ago.
The one we fed soup to.
Yes.
Like, did they leave a note?
They left no note that you can find.
A mysterious word carved into a tree branch?
There's a lot of just like dried blood everywhere, but that was the case when the soldiers got here.
I think that's probably been the case
They got-
forever.
Mostly slaughtered by the fire spiders, like initially. There weren't terribly many of them left by the time you
Soldiers getting slaughtered by fire spiders is the most normal thing that's happened in this entire.
It really is. Like they're
That's my
just
band name.
they were soldiers and monsters. They tried to murder each other. It's a pretty natural series of
Also, the
cause and
fire
effect.
spiders is the least fucked up thing I've heard in this whole game.
Yeah.
You
They-
can see the rest of the spiders in that area. In the spider tunnels.
Yes,
Big beefy human arms.
they just kind of were able to teleport through underground tunnels really fast.
Now, if
There were
if that,
seas of
if
little
that block was
spiders.
smaller, we could take it. Well, you wouldn't know, you weren't there. None of you were there, so it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, little
It just finally dawned on me. Wait a minute. None of you were there. Where'd everybody else go?
But there's another portal,
What?
sort of thing.
Another portal.
Yeah.
Alright, like in a cave.
I checked under the bed upstairs. I didn't find it. Maybe I checked under the wrong one.
No, not here.
Not here?
No. But someplace else in a hole in the ground.
Where the original orphans came from.
But the block is too big to move there anyway.
The orphan primordial soup.
See, if we just left the little bastards there to begin with, none of this would happen.
Yeah, probably. If he had not gone and met Nine at the cult and were just like, okay, Mr. Head Explodey, God man, have fun with your cult. Probably none of this would have happened. I don't know, he probably would have exploded more people's heads and tried to get more cultists.
He would have been sitting here for like the last, bunch of months. Just nothing to do.
It's been like a
Well,
week.
Think of the number of people
No,
we could
him
have saved
physically.
from ourselves if that didn't happen.
Yeah.
I think it might balance out.
I mean, at some point, his contract with us has to come up. I mean, he only got paid for so long, I assume. I ain't paying him.
Who, 9?
Yeah.
I thought the Monster Hunters were paying him.
So,
No, the cultists gave him like 1,000 gold pieces to help us, but I
Do
doubt
they even
that- I
exist
doubt this-
anymore?
I
Like
don't-
anywhere?
I don't
He's
know,
the
some
last
of them
of them.
escaped, I
It's very
believe.
sad.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're around somewhere unless they've all been killed by natural disasters.
They've all been killed.
Yeah.
so we've taken care of the gun guy, right? Now there's this.
He's not really taken care of if he's perpetually breaking
Well, he's at
loose.
least. He's dormant for now, as dormant as we can get him. He's not currently an active problem.
Blue
That's
guy's
probably the worst
dead.
way, but-
Time to kill what's her fuck in the wherever the hell she's at, and then
Right.
And now he wants to kill her.
Well, her or the
I thought you
usurper?
didn't
Oh, wait,
kill
no,
her.
that's the usurper, right? There
Well-
was the person coming on the ship in the
The people are referred to as the Dreaming
the
Queen.
Dreaming Queen.
Yeah, she
No,
was
she's not
after us
usurper.
apparently. Alright, we'll
Did
add
she-
them to the list.
Did she
Who hasn't been after her?
usurp her throne, or was she? Is that like her rightful throne? Do we know?
The last I knew, the dreaming is run by the Lords Neverborn, which implies multiple people. So either she took over all of them, or is one of them, or is completely unrelated. Because the Lords Neverborn wanted our souls at some point, and then just didn't.
Maybe she was the secret government layer
Mm.
of the Lords Neverborn.
I don't know. Did we ever see any of these lords Neverborn?
No, they
I don't
were
think
never
so.
born.
Well, yeah, but how do we know they've ever existed?
You saw one of them for like 3 seconds. He tried to incarnate himself with the city with the mayor and the big old meat suit. But then he made the mistake of being born, and so he was able to be killed. Rip.
At least the Dreaming Queen doesn't have Neverborn in her name, so maybe she can be killed.
I can kill anything, it's fine.
That's fair. Well, I guess we should start with what we know then. The usurper, the maiden.
Yes, please
So why are we killing
destroy her.
Well, the original.
Just-
we were
You're
supposed
my
to do that to begin
cultists,
with.
and I'm demanding
Yes.
that you do so.
Oh.
This whole cult thing
Yes,
was
ma'am.
your idea, yeah. So
I'll do whatever, you know.
Yes, you will.
Hey,
I'm glad we're on the same page.
don't get mouthy.
Well, you see.
You know, if y'all had just done this when we were supposed to have done this, we wouldn't have this problem.
The person who
But no,
originally
you had
wanted
to
us
fall in love with, you know,
If only
lying
we had
bitch.
all turned into clouds and sat there limply in front of her while she beat us up.
I had her fully distracted.
well,
You were tanking.
Did you though? Because while she beat you up, she had a full conversation with him.
It's because, you know, she was distracting him from doing what he was supposed to be doing.
Ah, okay.
The people who wanted us to kill her betrayed us, so then there was no reason.
Everybody's
to kill her.
betrayed us. This one's gonna betray you.
if we did that
Do you
originally,
not see the pattern here? Get us to do their bidding, then they betray us. This is what happens every single time.
She'll never be.
So instead of
We're a
breaking the
cult.
pattern, you wanted to continue? Because we were
Oh
still
no, I just
doing
wanted
the
to
bidding.
at least simply killed her, then you couldn't have gotten, you know, under her influence, and then this wouldn't have been a problem.
maybe we would have never met Lady Risa here though.
Yeah.
If that series events happened.
Yeah, but this is her
cares?
fault.
How's it my fault?
I don't know,
Rang
I
the
got-
bell when we were sealing it.
I got a pretty sweet head chef position out of this deal. so
That
I'm pretty
didn't cause
happy
her
with
to appear. What the hell are you talking
I-
about?
Did it not? Were you not the one who unsealed the usurpers?
You threw the
Enchantment.
blue guy at the other god, which ate him, so we had to go back, and then you wanted to break down a wall, so he broke down the wall for you, and that's what unleashed her.
Nobody thought that would happen. Nobody thought that would.
Nobody thought that would happen is kind of the story of all the consequences we've experienced so
You
far.
can't blame me for
I
cause and
gotta cut back
effect.
on the drinking. I don't remember any of that.
There was a ladder, I think, at one point.
I don't know. These things just happen.
Nobody thought that casting Dispel Magic on a wall would cause an entire, you know.
No, why would it? That doesn't make any sense.
That would be ridiculous.
Yeah.
It was extremely load bearing.
And now we have to go kill the maiden, not because she says so, but because
I
the
do, though.
maiden was just trying to keep this one sealed so they wouldn't end the world, and they're not ending the world, which means they were
Oh, she
manipulated.
lied? What a fucking shot.
I don't think she lied. I think she was dumb.
Well, she's still like holding back the other gods, right? Is that how that is working?
I don't
I don't think anybody is doing so at the moment.
Oh,
So why aren't
could
they
be
all
out.
coming back?
Oh, they should be. It's just,
I think we just have to wait for the enchantments that are currently sealing them
Okay,
away
well,
to wear off.
how do we get
it's a
to
more
where
gradual
she
process unless you do it all at once.
is? How do we get to where she is so we can finally go kill her?
We have to find a way to navigate the dreaming.
Well, there's a whole boat.
Yeah, find this boat. Because you talk about the boat every time we go there, and you've tried to summon it like 3 times, you haven't found it.
It was Gladys's boat. I don't know what he did.
So we'll just build a new boat.
Well, it's actually water now, isn't it?
There's a whole town there. We could see if other people have boats. Ooh, we could kill the Dreaming Queen, take her boat, sail that away.
That's true. We could just go there and wait for her to show up and then kill her and then steal her
take
boat.
her boat. Or extort her to bring us there. I don't know, something.
That's a flawless plan.
How can it possibly go wrong?
It can't.
I've seen all sorts of stuff being built there, so there's got to be some way to do this.
There should still be one guy keeping the gods at bay.
We could ask for directions. Come and work with
Ask
people
them.
there, right?
The remaining guy was the guy who may or may not be
What
a
do you want to do
maelstrom
about
at
this
the
one
moment.
in the cube?
So maybe.
If I use a gun in the dreaming, will he get stronger here?
Yeah, that's what happened. A guy shot a guy in the dreaming and he got stronger here.
So why don't we just let him out of the cube and kill him?
Because he was really hard to kill.
Not really.
That's why he's.
I was, smacking pieces off of him. That's how you ended up with robot chickens.
Yeah, he was. The problem is, he could have easily just dropped us while we were wandering through the crowd. And he didn't, which gives validity to his claim that he's actively trying not to kill us, but some force inside him is making him do that.
Well, if he's trying not to kill us, then he should be easy to kill.
Well, then kill him.
But he also said that
Well,
we
he's
shouldn't
gonna
kill
block
him
his stuff.
because then it would make things worse.
Okay.
As
What
if
if
that
we-
frees the thing inside of it.
Well, we have a non-omnipotent, non-all-powerful goddess here with us to help.
I cannot go with you to the dreaming.
He's not there anymore.
He's here.
He's here. You
Talking
can
about
help him.
Inside
meeting
the
a gun
block.
down.
Yeah.
Didn't do much versus the blue guy.
We just drop the block in the middle of the ocean.
It needs to be constantly resealed. It's not like I'm worried about it being open.
I
from
could
here.
continue to reseal it at the bottom of the ocean. I don't know what putting it in the bottom of the ocean would do.
It would make it really hard for us to find him if he broke out.
Yes.
Is he gonna swim to the top?
Well,
I-
if we...
Can't
He
we-
blew up the mansion. I think he can do whatever the hell he
can't-
wants.
Can't we just have her take this block to a volcano
I shot
underwater
the
or above
ocean.
water? Doesn't matter. Just drop him into the lava.
Or whatever is inside him that happens is metaphysical.
What if we just give him to your butler to watch over for a bit? Can your butler
We tried that. He
contact
blew
us?
up half the
No,
boat.
not to fight it, but just to watch it. Can
The
he,
goddess will
contact
do
you?
it. It's
Oh,
fine.
fair enough. Okay, well then if the goddess is watching over him, then that shouldn't be a big
What
deal.
we should do is interrogate this dreaming queen or whatever, because he was acting on her auspices and she can tell us whatever the fuck his deal was.
I like that plan.
We sent him to the butler, and he couldn't contain him because he blew him up immediately. But what if we sent him to the butler in this state? Could he
Well, we have
case
to,
him in a prison cell that's impenetrable?
I like
I'm-
what Nine said. The goddess can already kind of
I can indeed do that.
just handle it for us.
I'm
Takes
pretty
no
sure
effort at all.
impenetrable is what the entire mansion was made out of, and he didn't give a shit, so I don't think it matters.
Fine. What did Nine say though? I wasn't listening.
Of course,
I don't know.
The goddess can just handle that for us. We don't need to worry about the
we're gonna ask the
That
dreaming
seems
queen
foolproof.
what this guy's deal was.
Okay.
Possibly at murder point. You hit someone hard enough, they tend to tell you the truth.
That does sometimes work.
Anybody have a truth serum? Truth spell?
Yes.
Truth. Perfect.
Do you think it will work on something strong enough to do what it has?
I mean, at max, it has
I doubt.
3 legendary saves, so
I don't know what that means.
It can go up to
Who,
5.
who the hell are we talking about now?
The goddess with the boat.
The dreaming queen.
Oh
The
yeah.
one with the boat.
the one with the
Boat
boat
queen.
Okay.
that we only know about because the gun guy said he was acting under her auspices.
The dreaming queen sang to the tune of Dancing Queen.
So we just need her boat.
Yes.
And her information about the gun guy, because it sounds to me like she took some regular ass guy and filled him with gun
Or-
against his will.
Maybe he was a chicken. Maybe he started out as a chicken, and that's why he produces chickens.
You do realize 2 human legs and a gun is both not a chicken and nothing like
Well,
a
yeah,
chicken.
but maybe she started with a chicken and morphed him into this thing.
It is.
It is possible.
Further from a chicken.
He
than-
literally just said it's possible.
Okay. Clearly I'm not drinking
did.
enough.
And now that I've suggested it, it's
the alcohol
probably
is
canon.
endless.
No, because if you suggested it's not canon, he forgot and he'd make up something different.
Did it start with a chicken?
I'm not telling you. You haven't figured
Which
that
came
out.
first, the chicken or the man?
I think you could literally solve that one.
So are you going to go and destroy my enemy?
We're making a tent. Locating
Yes
them is
and
the
no.
big problem. If we locate them, yes, absolutely.
I see.
We have multiple enemies to attack in sequence.
Yes.
There's a
So we're
plan.
gonna go kill the person we have no beef with at all.
Yes.
Well, she tried to kill
To get a
us.
boat so we can go kill the one that we were supposed to have killed the
Yeah,
first time.
Almost literally pointed a gun at
She
you.
made a gunman and tried to kill us with him.
I mean, we don't have to kill her if she just gives us
That's
the boat.
according to
I
him.
mean,
We don't even know if she exists.
That's
also
true. He
Well-
could have just been lying to all the people to give them guns, but everyone seemed to be pretty in on it. We can just go investigate more. It's not like we have something else to do.
Didn't you kill them all?
No.
No. Okay.
He made them all
Well,
captive.
I mean, we left you alone for like, 30 seconds.
I
I,
instill fear. I
Potentially
have
strange
killed
question.
far less people.
Yes.
You mentioned that
Far
it took us
fewer.
like
My
a
God.
while
I thought
to
you
kill
were
the gun
educated,
guy.
man.
Was that just like because of your godlike standards, or did it actually like, take like a while in mortal like time?
I don't really understand the question.
Well, I'm just wondering, like, after shit went down with Dreaming, it seems like a whole bunch of stuff got built really quick. So I don't know if like
Yes,
Time
less
is
than an hour
absolutely
has
there.
passed since you first
Okay.
went
She
into
knows
the
that's
dream.
not too bad then.
Who?
Does she know where the maiden went?
No, she
I
can't
don't
see.
know.
No, she says that she cannot see into the dreaming.
But
That's why she's sending you in.
She definitely wasn't where her room reappeared in the dreaming, right? Because we were
She was correct.
We didn't go there.
near enough though, weren't we?
We have no idea how to get there. Time
I
and
thought it was
space
right there
is
next
fucked
to
up
the
there.
lighthouse.
It's not next.
No,
to
it was not.
Oh, I thought it was.
It just happened to be like similar shore-ish location.
Okay.
I don't think any of you have gone back into the dreaming at that location.
So yeah, we don't need to necessarily kill the Dreaming Queen, as long as we can take her ship or get information from her or both. If killing her is what it takes, that's what it takes. But
Yeah, if we get there and she points a gun at
That's
us,
pretty
we'll know
much the
things
motto
pretty
we
well.
live by.
Yeah.
If killing them is what it takes.
yep, that tracks.
Yep.
We will go meet them, and if they are immediately hostile, we just need to yell non-lethal. It's okay,
Then we return their hostility 10 times.
or at least
Just
4.
don't sink the boat.
right.
A boat could be useful.
A boat could indeed be useful.
We'll have to boat to the maiden, see what her whole beef with the gods were.
Well, there's no more talking to her. We're done talking to her.
I think she made it pretty clear what her beef with the gods were.
She's,
Whether she changes her explanation, I guess, is a different matter.
I don't know. The gods don't seem to be the way she thought they were. Maybe if they just, hung out a bit.
Maybe after a long time out, they chilled out a bit.
You gotta lock them in the same
Or maybe
bathroom
she's
like
just a
cats.
liar.
Or maybe that. Or maybe the people that came before her were a liar or whatever.
I'm not convinced the maiden's a liar. I think she believes everything she's saying, which is just delusion at that point. Which is worse, because that makes her a religious fanatic for herself.
What does that make you for listening to her?
Against the guy that told us to go against her. I'm at like the 5th level of the enemy of my enemy here. It's hard to keep track.
The enemy of my enemy is my enemy of my enemy.
I've given up trying to keep track of who the hell is who. I just kill whoever's in front of us at the moment, and that seems to get the job done.
It often works.
Well, as long
If I tried to remember how this convoluted series of events occurred, there's not enough alcohol for that.
I don't know, I don't drink and I'm having a pretty okay time with it.
I think the alcohol might not actually be helping.
I keep drinking, but it's not helping the memory. The solution is
The
more
more I
alcohol.
drink, the less it makes
No,
sense.
it's the associative mental state, right? If you were drunk
Oh,
when
yes.
you learned it, you gotta get drunk to remember
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
Well, then
Alright.
you're going to find this other person, you're going to procure information and transportation, and then you are going to destroy my enemy.
It sounds about right, yeah.
That's likely.
Ooh, do you think there'll be like a sword guy this time? Or like an axe guy? Some
You
other
already
weapon
thought a sword
that's
guy.
I
Oh,
really
yeah.
hope
We
there
did.
isn't a sword elemental that gets more powerful every time we use swords, because we'll run out of weapons eventually.
That's fair.
If there's a slapping guy, then I just give up.
Is there a dispel magic elemental that gets worse every time we dispel
I
magic?
think that's a thing already.
Anyway, spell magic elemental. Watch me with my power. It spells itself.
It's very powerful. To do
If you punch yourself and it hurts, are you very strong or very weak?
Yes. All right. Well, I'm prepared. I got snacks cooked up for everybody. Don't worry. I
The
only
fish
used-
looks sadly on that were not used.
Yeah, I didn't use any of the infinite fish. We're all set there.
Well, like I said, you can bring them for bait.
I used some for bait earlier,
Oh,
so there's
okay.
probably some traces in there, but you know.
I do like that our dealing with different gods adventuring preparation involves like celery sticks with peanut butter.
Yes.
It gives
It's
you
very
a couple
important.
temp HP.
How many?
You can give a double that temp HP.
It's not a huge amount normally. Double checking. I think it's just proficiency bonus, so it'd be 8 because it doubled.
Yeah.
Well, then I guess I'll use Auschwitz key. I still haven't given back yet.
You, op- you
Have
open
you
up.
ever taken something and given it back?
To be fair, he took it from the blue guy rather than from you. I don't think that makes it any better, but it was the blue guy who took it from your unconscious corpse.
What was that reaction? Jesus. Like, you know I don't like you.
You opened the portal.
I heard you were married once to a possibly abusive son of a bitch, but me hitting you is a bad thing that indicates me not liking you, and you should really be able to follow that.
Wow.
Like, how
It's
many
gotta-
times do I have to backhand you before you realize?
It's gotta use that ring of shield or whatever.
Yes. That applies to both cheeks at once. Just a reminder.
Right. The mushroom.
Your physical abuse has caused me to evolve poison mushrooms on my face.
It's not different than any other part of your body.
These are developed specifically in response to you. Specifically to attack you.
They work less than I can hit you, so they're not a very good evolution.
I didn't say it was fantastic.
Get in the goddamn portal.
Oh my gosh, that's fun.
Does anybody bring their bodies?
Don't
No.
really attempt to.
Okay.
So there's
You can
going
just
to-
bring your body,
Oh, sweet.
and that'll give you 100 temporary HP.
Nah.
So much for your snack.
Yeah.
Rip.
Like, I get there and I'm like, why did you bring your body? We know people here have guns.
That's fine. It worked out last time.
You know, you can bring 108 temporary HP because you have the snack.
I feel like
It
last
only
time.
takes one.
Well, I feel like we got shot last time and it didn't.
No, we dodged every
It,
single
it
bullet.
only takes one of your gun.
That's
My
possible.
Your gun
You did
barely
see
penetrates
somebody
it.
get
No, I have
vaporized
two
by a rando the last time
The
you were
guns
in
from the
here.
guy.
Yeah.
The gun golem was trying not to kill us, and so it didn't take only one. Everyone else here with his guns will
Right.
only take one.
That
so
makes
taking
sense.
your body is exceptionally dangerous because the HP won't help you.
Well, we'll just avoid people with guns then. It's fine.
All right, go for it. I mean, it literally worked well for me last time.
I don't think
Queen has
that
guns?
stupid bitch from the city is going to have a gun.
I mean, she might. She sent the gun guy. I'd imagine.
No, not the woman with the boat. I'm talking about the dumb bitch that we're gonna go kill.
Maiden.
Not her. I'm not worried about her.
Well, exactly. So I don't care about the guns.
I'm worried about everything between now and then because we're going into a town that had a bunch of guns who hate us.
Why would they hate us? We didn't do anything to them.
He
Took
did.
away the gun guy.
And then
Gave them guns.
actively terrorized them.
Yeah, he did stand in the
Screamed
middle
with
of the
Primal
town
Dragon
square and
roar.
terrorize
They
everyone.
didn't know that.
Yeah, they're just gonna shoot him then.
Well, yeah, we just have to walk like 10 feet behind him.
Yeah.
They have more. Okay. Like it'll just.
I didn't do anything to any of these people. We
arrive.
left him alone for 5 seconds.
You see fewer people in the town than previously, but there is no like ship at the shore. There is no like major difference since the last time you were here.
Do any of them have guns?
If you get closer, you can see that a decent number of them do in fact have guns.
Cool.
Where the hell's the tavern?
If you get close enough that you can like identify that people have guns and people are identifying you, everybody gets just real quiet and just kind of stares at you all. Nobody seems very eager to like
Is there a
say
casino
anything.
here?
There is no casino here.
God, this place sucks.
There is a like
Is there a tavern here?
there is an open air people making food and like passing around drink, I guess. There isn't a proper tavern though.
What drink do we currently have loaded into the drink maker 9000 there?
That's a very good question.
I think it was
Did we put the
soul
stuff
goo
into that?
from the
I might have
vats.
done that.
I can't remember.
I think you tried. But we'll,
I think we tried it. I think we might have done something else afterwards though, because we wanted to just see if it would work.
And yeah, we'll say you tried, and if you had tried, it did not work.
All right.
You cannot replicate the soul goo.
We have something else in there then.
Yes.
Whatever it
Well, we'll
is.
just put the dwarven ale out of the tankard in there. and-
It's probably
I mean,
it's
'cause
probably the fireball. we
Three
found.
fillings is just not enough.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
Plus, we got a lot of 30 people here.
True. But we could start a whole business here, our own new tavern, Infinite Booze. We only serve one drink though. Just we could make it a gimmick, you know.
I'm gonna fly down the nearest gun
These
wielder.
people don't look, very wealthy. Though.
There's a gun wielder like right there. He's a
But it's
really
free, so
old
anything you
human
make
with a
is
very
pure
long
profit.
beard. He's clutching his gun to himself. He just backs away from you as you approach.
I'm not gonna bother trying to take that from you in the immediate moment, but I am going to need to know whether you got that before we showed up or after.
Me like right now?
Not before.
I don't know when you showed up before.
There was
Fair.
a whole ruckus.
I just got here.
Yeah.
When'd you get the gun?
This?
Yes.
Somebody gave it to me.
Well, when?
I can't remember.
Like, was it yesterday or was it a couple hours ago?
What do you mean?
God,
We don't have time here.
these people are already drunk.
How many multiples of the duration of this conversation is it?
Well, who'd you get it from?
He's a very, very cheerful fellow. Seemed very happy. That's all I can remember.
Do you know where he is?
No, it was in a... Well, it was in a dream that he gave it to me, but I have it. I can't explain that,
You
but I
realize
have it.
this is a dream.
What? No, this is real life.
Oh my God, have we been wrong this whole time?
Maybe I just give it away for free.
See, is he alright?
No,
Oh,
he's an
No.
idiot.
my
Are any of us
sympathies.
really though?
He's been hit in the head a few too many times.
You know, they've all been talking about you. They've been talking about how y'all a bunch of murderers, but I really don't see it. I think he's just misunderstood.
He don't even have a tail.
Okay.
Shitty? No.
He had armor made for a tail that's not there.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
He's coping with loss.
He's compensating.
Well, I think things are gonna be fine. I'll go tell everybody. You're not the genocidal maniacs that everybody was saying. Everybody's being real silly talking about the stuff you were gonna do to us, but there's no basis in reality there.
Tell them he has a cloaca.
It's more of a scarf, isn't it?
What?
He turns around and walks away.
Maybe find someone else.
Well, see, now he's not gonna shoot you now.
What part of any of that stopped that from happening?
Because now he thinks you're an idiot.
He just kind of feels sorry for you.
He goes over and starts talking to a crowd of people. They look back at you all. One of them is shaking his head vigorously. You see he has a splint on his leg and on his other leg. That was the guy that you pushed down and broke his legs because he was snared at the time.
I hit him a lot.
You hit him quite a lot. That was the guy who was actively trying to shoot you.
So why are you hitting these people? When we left, everything was fine.
Don't worry about it.
The guy with the 2 broken legs audibly starts screaming. His friends drag him away.
I'm gonna follow him.
He's reaching for a gun that is not there as his friends drag him. The old guy comes back up to you. He says, "Oh, please forgive him. He doesn't know what he's saying. He's being very offensive, but he doesn't mean it. He doesn't mean any harm. I promise you."
I'm not angry at him. I'm going to fix his legs.
Oh no! Don't worry about that.
No, I don't mean
He looks.
fix. I mean literally fix.
He looks past you and is looking at the 3 of you.
He actually can fix his legs. He's an idiot, but he's a useful idiot.
I know.
If you say so. He walks over to his friend. His friend continues screaming. The old guy reaches into his pocket, takes something out, and just shoves it in the guy's mouth. The guy's eyes roll back in his head, and he goes unconscious.
What the hell?
He
Usually have to hit people for that.
Oh no, science is much better than violence when it comes to these kinds of things.
Is this sawdust?
Sawdust
What?
doesn't put people to sleep.
No, this is medicine.
Can I have one?
Yeah.
She can't be trusted.
What form is this in?
You have already taken it by the time Pimran says this, and the old dude looks on in horror. It's a
Suppository.
it looks like a piece of candy, kind of. You wouldn't mistake it for a piece of candy, but it's something boiled and kind of glossy. It kind of looks like a bean, but much bigger. It was like a lima bean, but enamely.
I'm going to shove it into the meat of one of the larger mushrooms on my arm.
Your mushroom is now holding a medicine in its meat.
It'll dissolve. Something will happen.
Maybe.
Yeah, you'll pass out.
An enzymatic reaction occurs, and
Pretty sure this one's
a very
immune
sweet
to all
smoke
these
rises
things
from
by
it.
this point.
Ooh. What happens if I inhale it? Just a little
Make
bit.
me a Constitution saving throw.
Just a
please.
little bit. Not
I don't
bad.
think she's
There we
immune
go.
to anything. I think they're all actively affecting her negatively and canceling each other out.
Yeah, probably.
One thing's knocking her out, the other thing's amphetamines.
Oh,
That one.
What's your modifier?
3.
Okay, you fall unconscious immediately.
Cool. Well, that's fun.
Oh, that was very strange. Huh.
Yeah, well, that's fast acting stuff.
You see, my daddy was a surgeon, so I can't remember what happened to him, but I have all his things, so I have a small supply of his physics and his miracle cures.
Can't remember much, can you?
No,
Can this mushroom do that now?
Are they liquid based?
you don't know.
Okay.
Oh, some of them are, yeah. None of them taste very good, but they're very useful for different things.
How much of it would you like? We can make as much as you want.
Oh, with this stuff here, this stuff will keep you awake forever if you drink enough of it, but I don't have very much of it. Could we get more of that? It'd be very useful, I think.
Oh, I'm pretty sure we can make you anything you want.
Oh.
As long as you get a sample of it.
Yes, I have
As
some
long
of
as
their.
it's alcoholic. That's our one stipulation.
But it is in alcohol.
I'm sure it's an alcohol.
I think Daddy used rum.
Medicine, right?
Medicine.
Yeah, your daddy used rum for all his medicines, I think.
Perfect.
Well, there we go.
Infinite NyQuil.
I think it's the opposite of NyQuil.
It keeps you up forever. It's a vodka Red Bull.
It's the purple stuff they gave soldiers in Vietnam.
Meth. he eagerly passes over
The meth.
a vial to Salir that just has a bit of liquid in it.
All right. Well, you need containers to put stuff in.
Oh yeah, we got barrels over here.
I'm just ignoring the fact that it collapsed on the ground.
Yeah, the guy.
The very
Two people
whole
are now just collapsed and have been ignored. Ushit and the broken leg guy. They pour out a barrel of grog. This guy and his friends, and they very eagerly just stand there and wait for a barrel of Red Bull.
You see this very dirty-looking halfling pull out this immaculate holy chalice so that we can make infinite meth with it.
Well, there we go. Now, should we keep a sample for ourselves?
Probably. That would be.
I mean, it'll be in the cup.
Well, we're gonna put the fireball right
Well,
back in, of course.
yeah, but I'm sure someplace on her there's. I ain't touching her, but someplace on her, I'm sure there's an empty vial.
Right.
That was nothing.
Do we have to roll for if she went face down or face up to see if she lives?
Now, Ashit has enough like cilia on different mushrooms.
I just absorb oxygen.
They can. They allow you to not die in this one particular case. It may be different in the future.
I also photosynthesize.
No, you don't.
You don't know.
There's probably some sort
It's
of.
probably some kind of
symbiotic-
photosynthesis. I have to imagine.
I've got all kinds of mosses and lichen and stuff growing on me.
You realize those are parasitical and not like.
They're symbiotic.
It's
At
symbiotic.
what point is
not.
shit just no
You don't
longer a
know.
dwarf, like at all?
I think it's been a
I
while.
think it's probably happened a long time ago.
Just a walking mushroom
Okay,
person.
we'll
You've
make
certainly
him.
gone to abomination at this point.
Easily.
You lose the humanoid trait.
You are aberrant. You're only humanoid because you're a player character.
It's weird that necrotic damage seems to start healing you. That's the only thing that does it these days.
You're just a skeleton with a lot of other biomass on top. So you make a barrel of meth.
Yes.
All right, everybody cheers and drinks deeply.
Except
Of
me.
the meth?
Yeah,
Drink deep and descend.
they do seem to regret it a moment after. After they remember how small the dose was in the original vial, but they don't seem to feel any effects. Their pupils just get really wide.
This is why we need a medical professional on hand to help us with this stuff.
If only my poor father was still here. Still can't remember what happened to him.
You should probably wake up at some
You
point.
should probably keep drinking until you remember. That usually helps.
We should probably
Oh, yeah,
figure out
absolutely.
what's happening to her now that she's fallen asleep in the dream.
Well, if she fell asleep from that stuff, and this keeps you awake, then we should just feed her some of this stuff.
Let's leave her out for a little bit.
Well,
because
if
she's
she
going
fell
to want
asleep
meth
and she didn't bring her body, then she's back up.
Ashit
At the
is
orphanage.
still here. For whatever
she's
reason,
still
Ashit
there.
is still here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still there, but I'm still here. If I woke up in the real world, then I would have disappeared.
Maybe we just have to amputate that arm that the medicine was put on, just no longer be affecting her.
You could just amputate the mushroom. Like,
I'll
That's gotta be the
amputate
whole
your
arm,
fucking.
so-
Ashit,
Don't think that would
You're-
affect anything.
all of your senses are shut down, but you are still like conscious.
perfect.
So here he does discuss. We just amputate the arm right here, don't wake her up, and we're fine.
She's living in a fate worse than death.
Or the fate she always wanted.
To be a mushroom.
I do think we should just try the wake up juice though.
Yeah, in a minute.
I've got tendrils seeping into the ground right now.
This is another apocalypse. This is what happens when Ashit's autonomy.
I will
is removed.
spread underground and eventually take over the
Asha is
entire
about to
dream,
achieve her final form.
I don't
which
think
is a fungus that
if
takes over the entire world.
nothing that's growing on Ashit is Ashit. She's completely unaware.
We
that
are
she's the
Ashit, says
host of
Ashit.
something else.
If,
An eldritch super being has formed upon her. And she's like, yeah, this is still me. It's not.
You are now a mushroom warlock.
I was
Congratulations.
about to say, I think Asha is definitely like a warlock patron at this point. Like, create mushroom powers to a low
Pact
level.
of the Spores.
Nice.
That would be really cool.
Our next campaign, I will be a warlock under Ashit.
Excellent. If somebody feeds you the juice, you will regain
Is anybody
the
feeding
use
me
of your
the
body.
juice?
Nine said no, and Pimron will not until 9 says or Sawyer overrides.
Unfortunately,
Well,
Solaire will
yeah.
do the opposite of whatever Nine
Absolutely,
says.
just because 9 said not to. Yeah, yeah.
So Pimron says okay, 9 said no, and Sawyer's just already feeding.
Gotta know.
There we go. We gotta find out what this interaction is.
Actually, Asha, if
We have
you
a test subject.
if you get fed it, can you give me a
Christ.
Constitution saving throw?
Do we try to pour it in her mouth, or do we just bathe her in it?
She's gonna
You
be
can just
mushrooms.
inject it into a mushroom.
Yeah.
imprisoned in her own body, only faster.
There's a sponge-like mushroom, like right there.
That seemed to work for the other one.
Well,
Just on the opposite
we're
arm.
just gonna douse.
Take the chalice and just.
Oh no!
Stop pouring meth on the mushroom.
Asha becomes a coffee lock against her own will.
No, not the entire chalice.
I would like to just make a Constitution roll instead of like multiple at disadvantage. 10 times disadvantage.
We will just
So there doesn't care that much. I mean,
Splash
let's
a
just,
little bit.
see what happens.
slosh a little bit of it. Exactly.
12.
Get some of the fingers and just flick it.
You've been just kind of imprisoned inside your mind for a little bit now, just unable to feel, unable to move, unable to anything really.
And now that plus anxiety.
You hear, so you see a tiny pinprick of light just in the far distance, and then you hear a screaming getting slowly louder behind you. You are able to, in your mind, run toward the light. As you run, the screaming gets closer and it gets more urgent. You
Is it
become aware that
mine?
the screaming may catch you before you reach the light, and that would not be a good thing. You run faster, the screaming gets closer. You finally throw your being through the pinprick of light, and it closes behind you, leaving whatever was chasing you behind, and you regain consciousness.
How long have you prepared for this moment?
Not at all.
You seem to have that well rehearsed.
You're alive again.
He probably wrote that 6 months ago for something else. Waiting for a chance to use it. Yeah. Well,
I jump up invigorated.
Ashit's
worse.
pupils are extremely wide. Ashit does not feel extra sensitive to light.
Can we see that behind all the mushrooms?
That's a good question. Ashit can
so how is
decide.
it?
How do I feel? Do I feel methy or do I feel hungover?
You feel completely normal.
I feel completely normal.
Ah,
I feel regular.
Can you feel this?
Poison mushroom face. Attack.
You have the inability to feel pain for the next 24 hours.
Oh, fantastic.
Okay, well there we go. I'm
Do
not
I
sure.
know
I don't know if
this?
this does anything.
yeah. I don't know.
If 9 hits you, otherwise I don't know that you
Barrel of
would.
water
Did you
on it, I don't
actually
know
hit
if
me?
it-
Yeah, I'll actually hit you.
Okay, great. I forget what does my mushroom do? I don't have to do that, right?
No, it's automatic.
It's reaction.
Right.
It was like a
19 to
D4, I
hit.
think, of necrotic.
Okay. How much?
A 19 to hit, you just
17
eat
damage.
9 damage.
17, isn't it?
No, 11 plus 8.
No, it's 19 there.
No, that was just a hit.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, but she's asking how much damage.
Does
Why
your
do I have-
improved divine smite apply to that?
It says every weapon hit. But I don't think
Your
I-
fists count as a.
It's the one of those
It's yeah. An attack with a weapon and a weapon attack are two different things. If you did a weapon attack, it applies. If it was an attack with a weapon, it does not apply.
unarmed strikes count as a weapon attack. Yeah.
I'm trying to remember why I have plus 8 to everything. 4 from aura, 4 from strength, 9 from base because of heavy ring.
That's,
Really?
That's 17, yeah. That's what you've been doing with a slap for a while now.
I suppose it makes sense.
Dex and then a D8, right?
Yeah, but my base damage should only be 1 plus strength, which is 5. So the +4 would already be there. Which means I'm getting 8 from the ring. How much was the ring?
Let me look it up, because I don't think it was a flat 8, but...
You've been doing slap damage wrong the entire time.
It's a D8 of magical bludgeoning.
You probably forgot to say the D, and that's why
Probably.
it's just 8.
We've just had a really weird string of random number generation this entire time. It's just been rolling max.
A D8, unless it's against all shit.
It's a D8 that just has an 8 on every side.
Alright then.
So you have Slap It Oshit. There is a guy right there with broken legs who is also insensible.
Oh, nice. I got an 8. So. Yeah, 17.
So after 2 years, he's finally rolled down for damage.
You do not feel it. I wonder if I did that just so that you would be rolling damage so I could ask you to roll for damage. I doubt that I had that much foresight.
Now you,
Poison Mushroom Face does 3.
you probably just pulled the whole interaction with the ring completely out of your ass.
Oh, absolutely.
And then wrote it down after the fact and threw a D in there, like
Probably.
completely missing that A, it wasn't a D8, and B, it should have been a D8. Whoop.
3.
Okay.
3 necrotic.
Take that.
So while we get the doctor here, has there been a ship come in recently?
Oh no, we're waiting for that.
Oh, you're still waiting for that. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Weren't you gonna
She was
fix his
coming
legs?
to fight you, isn't that right? I have been fraternizing with the enemy this whole time. I guess that makes sense why you all were. Oh yeah, that does
She
make
hasn't even
sense.
met us yet. Why is she coming to fight us?
I don't know. How would I know? I'm just
Okay.
I'm here to make some money.
You sure you don't have the wrong people? Maybe it's a different
I don't know.
someone.
He pulls a parchment out of his pocket and he unwrinkles it and shows you it's like perfect, like detailed sketches of all 4 of you.
Okay.
You gotta update hers. It's got more mushrooms.
Yeah, that's clearly not us, because I mean, it looks uncannily like the 3 of us, but it doesn't look like this one, so it must be a different group.
Must be. Did you
Yeah.
actually fix this guy's legs or just drug him?
He's just still lying there.
Maybe later. Listen, I don't think you can make that lie. He may be missing some mushrooms in the sketch, but like no, there isn't another.
So
So who did the drawing? We should get a portrait.
I don't know. These were all getting handed out by somebody who left.
Can we do the one where we're like dressing
I-
in timey outfits? And...
I'm gonna be real honest. You all seem like very nice people,
Oh, we are.
and I kind of feel bad. I don't really want to do any fighting. I also kind of think we're probably gonna lose if we do fight you.
That part's very true.
Yeah. I know she is bringing kind of an army, but if she is bringing an army just against the
I
4
think
of
we
you,
all were supposed to be the army.
well, yeah, I think we're supposed to be assisting with that. But we were told there were going to be professional soldiers also involved. So I doubt that the more normal sort of people like me really make any kind of difference. So I just want to make it very clear I have decided I am not going to be participating in this.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm
It sounds like y'all were just
I don't have a problem with
sacrifice.
you.
I mean, we're cool for not slaughtering everybody. Though we kind of want to talk to her because the first we ever heard of about her was her wanting to kill us. So we're kind of
Well, that's something we have in common. That was also the first that I heard about her.
we're just gonna ask her what's up with that.
Yeah, so you have no idea.
No idea. No.
So actually, we want to see if we can rent her boat
Oh, yeah.
to go someplace.
we
Are
use a
you,
boat.
are you sure that she actually has authority and she doesn't just claim authority? If that's the first you heard of it?
I have no I don't know. All I know is she is very rich. She's been given all the stuff that you see out here that she commissioned it all to be built, and she's gonna pay everybody is a whole lot of gold. I don't know exactly how much it was gonna be, but you can see she's very rich if she did all this.
Yeah, that's right.
And she was giving out all the guns that was on her authority. I don't know what happened
Well,
with
yeah,
that.
but if she has to pay you to do it, that does not much authority.
Well,
That's
money's a
that's
pretty
just
good motivator.
paying.
Money
Yeah, I
is a
don't know.
pretty good measure of authority in societies that existed before you showed up.
Yeah, well,
That's us, the anti-capitalists.
Yeah.
Let's go.
so long as we're being reasonable individuals about not wanting to just sort of genocide all the
Still
regular
technically works for
people,
us, doesn't he?
there is an additional note
He's
about
supposed to help
guns.
us.
That was before
Oh,
I
yeah?
was here.
Wait, what's
Can't
that?
exist if
So
everybody's dead.
the guns seem to be tied to an entity that grows in strength every time they're used to an
Okay.
apocalyptic degree.
That sounds like magic.
Yeah, you don't want to use your gun.
Oh, so maybe
you tried
what she
using
was
spell
trying to
magic
do is
against
make
him?
this guy more powerful by having us all shoot
Yes,
at you.
exactly. And then you would all die from having
Oh.
been shot, also making him more powerful. The point is, we kind of have him sealed away, but we're not sure he would stay sealed away if he
Yeah, so-
continued
so
getting
be shooting your
powerful
gun.
from being shot. So if we could just...
Well, I don't like the sound of that. It sounds
Yes,
like
yeah.
we were all being used as tools, and that's
Yes.
not
Well,
that's
yeah,
not good.
So we're just gonna make this a gun-free zone. He's not gonna shoot you. Y'all aren't gonna shoot him.
No,
All right, I'll go around and tell everybody.
we'll ditch the guns. We
Actually, for everybody that brings us a gun,
Gun buyback.
we will give them free alcohol of whatever kind you want to provide.
Give them that meth that you
Or
just
the
gave
meth.
them. Meth for
They can-
guns program.
They can produce infinite...
Just no meth and guns. That's the
No,
that's
they,
the that's
they got to
the
give us the
situation we
gun
don't
first,
want.
and then they can drink as deeply of this thing as they
Okay,
want.
so we're gonna set up a shop, put a big sign up the front that says meth for guns. It's gonna be a big hit with the kids.
We buy guns no matter the condition.
Yeah.
Infinite booze,
They
infinite
don't have to be
medicine.
fireable, you know.
How long is it gonna take to set that up? Let's do that immediately.
Well, we're already set up. He just
Okay.
needs to like go. People know this.
Seriously, you can get like a barrel of straight vodka for a gun if you want. It's...
Oh,
Is there a convenient empty storefront that we can set
Well, yeah, I
up
mean,
in?
if they want something
There's-
besides the meth, if they don't like meth, if they want to bring us a sample of their favorite alcohol, we'll replicate that.
Oh, lovely. There
We'll
is some like
change that
half
one
empty.
today.
There were just buildings set up for like people to just meander in while they were waiting for the ship. It seems like.
And
Okay.
it seems like
you
we
can
got
just-
some time to kill. So.
Alright, let's do that.
Last time I came here and bad copped away a bunch of guns, now we're going to drunk cop
Yes.
away a bunch of guns.
I'm gonna make a big hand painted sign. Put it up at the meth for
So
guns.
yeah, the guy you're talking to, he runs off to go tell everybody.
Now there we go.
There's immediately a big argument, and one guy just shoots him, and he evaporates.
One guy shot the guy we were talking to?
Yes,
All right, this will not do.
Well,
and then he picks up his gun.
Alright, plan B, angry.
I got all those thoughts for Sanctuary. Give that a go.
A swarm of like 12 guys. Most of the people still do not seem to want to have anything to do with you after what Nyan and Pimran did last time. Like 12 guys with guns are just kind of
I helped.
Well,
walking on down toward you.
I can't leave y'all alone. Can I?
I'm gonna shield of faith myself for more bonus armor.
Okay.
And then do the same shit I did last time, which
Y'all
is
don't
to just
understand. I'm
scream.
trying to give you your favorite alcohol. See.
I will again, Sanctuary.
I'm going to roaringly intimidate everybody,
Okay.
causing fear.
And that's only
causing
targets you
fuck their
choose,
guns.
is that correct?
I believe it's everybody but targets that I choose.
Okay.
Within 30
You
feet.
know,
Okay, so you'll just wait for them to get within. I mean, they have guns. Like,
You know why he's frustrated?
they're not necessarily going to wait to get within 30 feet. You can run up to them if you want.
You get a parrot that's meant to breed with a cloaca.
Ooh.
Why are you like this?
How do you dress up a parrot so it's really sexy to a listener?
No, next time he's asleep.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
He wants to date rape you with a parrot. Shut up.
It's not okay.
A parrot with human legs.
It doesn't affect its cloaca.
Well, that'll bring the necessary parts up to the right level.
They're not
just
human
for-
sized legs.
The legs are human sized.
What?
Little
Did you
pig.
not see the picture?
Yeah, the legs are human sized. There's just like a parrot sized body attached to the human sized legs. I thought that was clear.
They were gun chickens. I assumed they were chicken sized.
No,
No.
they just act like chickens.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
This violates some kind of test. I forget which one. I think it's the hardness.
So the picture that I drew then was a giant gun on human size.
It's just a regular sized gun-ish, but
I drew
human
the
sized.
Well, yeah, the
picture.
picture.
Humans come in different sizes.
Yes, the picture
This-
that
In this
you drew,
universe,
yes, the gun
guns-
would have been very large.
Oh my god.
It's like a
Been, you know, like
long
a small
block.
cannon. Yeah.
The perspective accounts for a lot.
How can a parrot eat enough to support?
It
It
can't.
can't.
These are parrots are doomed.
Your parrots are going to starve to death, and it's all your fault,
Just
unfortunately.
keep giving them the meth.
That's
That doesn't.
worsen the
You can
problem.
give your-
It's going to increase their.
You can give your parrots good berries. That'll give them enough nutrients.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
I'll keep that in mind. I did leave them behind. They're probably gonna be dead by the time I get back. Everything.
Whether
I
their
ever
little
loved
hearts
dies.
can supply enough blood.
Yeah, that's not. It's a.
Maybe each leg has its own like dedicated heart in it.
Okay. That makes more sense. So
They're
well,
kind of like octopuses. They have like a whole like distributed nervous system.
Well, he's
the legs are
antagonizing
autonomous.
half
Kind
the
of.
town.
They're already antagonized. I'm elevating that
Just
to
go-
Are we
fear.
attracting anybody to meth for guns?
No.
Damn it.
All right.
The people we are going to kill are asking us to give us their weapons.
Yeah,
Our
I'm-
weapons.
I'm
is
charging
what
them
he
screaming.
said. Okay, you're charging
I'm,
them.
I'm
screaming.
heading down to the beach to just go sit and wait for the ship.
Yeah,
Okay.
me too.
So
I'm
they're
not
all
be
gonna
involved.
try to shoot you just as a swarm. They're rolling a lot of dice.
Just him though. Right?
Whose turn is it?
They all need to make wisdom saves to be able to shoot.
Yes, they will. Well, okay, so we'll do initiative. They're gonna all share initiative.
Cameron, do you want to come fishing?
I'll have
All right.
Do I have
That's fine.
advantage on initiative?
I'm gonna go fishing.
yes.
I'm just gonna go sit on, enjoy the sunset or sunrise. Or whatever,
I got an
grab a
18.
drink.
Okay.
I'll
I
join
got
you.
5.
Woo. What's that?
Just in case I needed to roll initiative.
Would the
No.
two of you like to roll initiative?
You should always roll initiative anyway in
I'm
case
rolling
something
it.
happens.
I got a 19.
Okay.
Not so you can do anything in combat, but in case you need to do literally anything.
13.
What's your dexterity?
Mine?
Yes.
Let's see, 13.
They're
14.
I heard an interesting suggestion for everyone rolling initiative at the start of a session and then just using that anytime initiative comes up, which I thought
Yeah,
was interesting.
that's a good idea.
Now, if
I'll
there's
see
any
why not.
question of what things happen in what order,
Yeah.
we have initiative.
Not having to interrupt the
Yeah.
cool things happening is the thing I am always looking for initiative systems to fix.
Yeah.
Solir, it is your turn first.
I'm just heading down to the seashore there to go.
Okay,
Sit and
Solir, John's off.
Yeah, I'm following.
9, it's your turn. So
This
the
is
dudes
where
are
the
like 60
problem
feet away at the
starts.
moment. They're all pointing their guns at you.
I would have horse.
Horseman.
Okay, how long does it take to resummon? I mean, you had all night. You would have been.
I
able to
had
resummon it.
all night and all
Yeah.
morning. I just
So
need
you
to
have
mark off
yours.
a spell slot.
Says yours.
Yeah, horse has
Just
60
realized he
feet.
exists.
Yeah.
I just realized I didn't have him. Because I just remembered he died.
But you would have him. That definitely makes sense.
Yeah, the question was whether or not.
Yeah. So you are able to run up to them.
So I get within range of hitting as many people as possible,
Yeah.
regardless of whether or not they're even the 12 guys.
Well, pretty much nobody else is near because none of them want to have anything to do with you without the supportive army. So it's just these 12 guys.
And I'm just going to roar, drop him or I drop you.
All right.
Can we hear that from where we are?
It's extremely
Yes.
loud.
Nice.
All right. So they got like 10.
16's the DC.
All right. They fail.
Also, I'm just innately very intimidating.
You are very
Yeah,
He
intimidating.
likes the
I have a
pizza.
plus 12.
You think you're intimidating? You're right.
You're a big boy. Do you do
Never been
anything else?
Nah, that's my action.
Okay, yeah, they just run. They turn running and screaming. They are now a fleeing crowd.
Did they drop the gun?
No. Unless you have, like,
They-
command.
They could have had free alcohol.
Well, I'm gonna make sure I bonk the guy
meth
closest to me when he runs away.
Okay, you can make attack of opportunity. Does that break sanctuary?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. I got a 21 to hit.
You hit. Regardless of how much damage you do, he's gonna fall down and play dead.
Well, let's see if he is dead.
Alright, he's probably not going to be. He's very beefy, but please do roll damage.
8 plus 8 plus 2. 18.
Alright.
20, because it's a plus 2 sword.
Okay. He goes down, he plays dead. Oh shit, it's your turn. 9 just ran into a bunch of people and they ran away.
I'm just frolicking on the beach.
Okay, you frolic on the beach. Pimran, it's your turn. Your sanctuary breaks.
Yeah. How far away are they getting?
They would be about 90 feet away.
Perfect. That's the exact range of entangle. So I'll cast entangle.
No running today, my
That
friends.
is a strength save.
Excellent. That is going to be an 8.
Yeah, so they get entangled. They are restrained and grappled by the
Excellent.
ropes.
They are all restrained and grappled by the vines. Now the throwing down of guns
Yeah,
commences.
drop your weapons!
Salir, it's your turn.
The guy laying on the
Just
ground
down at the
pretending to be
beach.
dead just goes like,
You're on the beach. It's
Yeah,
very
just-
nice
Are you
on the
frolicking
beach.
with me?
No, I'm sitting and drinking.
You see the tip of a mast appear on the horizon.
Cameron, boat's here.
Oh, perfect timing. We just gathered up a bunch of guns.
Do you do anything else?
Do I?
That's
No, I'm just
Okay.
sitting.
9, it's your turn.
I turn to the crowd.
Yep.
Drop the guns.
Everybody else is just running away, not dropping their guns. The people who have been entangled have dropped their guns.
Well, they're scattered, I guess. That prevents immediate problems.
Sure.
And causes so many more. Plus, old guy said he got his gun from a happy guy, and the guy that was giving out guns yesterday was not a happy guy.
This means there's another supplier anyway.
Well, didn't he say he got his gun in a dream?
You
Yeah,
can't do
but
him
he
in a
doesn't
dream.
know that this is a dream. It's. And then Oshit fell asleep.
Let's say that do it.
Well, no, Ashit was just unable to use the body.
You know,
Ashit was still conscious.
if that guy thinks this place is real life, is what he thinks a dream is that real life? And he got the gun outside of the dream?
I'm not sure he could remember anything because it is a dream now. It's hard to say for the guy that was handing out meth and got vaporized. But right now, we gotta destroy another pile of guns.
I fell asleep and there was nobody giving out guns where I went.
The floor with screaming.
Well, yeah, but it may just be a dream for us. For these people that live here, this may be their reality.
I mean,
Like
I
the other
kinda assumed so.
places, our reality.
I wonder if they go to ours when they sleep, but then people just sort of wake up. How many sleepwalkers are there?
About a few.
Just get your body stolen in the middle of the night by someone from the dreaming.
Is there another layer?
Maybe it's dreams all the way
the
down.
mansion is someplace else too.
Mansion's a pocket dimension.
Maybe that's the reality.
Maybe.
The only one who's real is part of the butler.
Wrath was the only one to ever actually exist.
Well, we gotta remember we still have those people
The demolition
working
group.
for us there at the mansion.
Yeah,
Wait, they were they're gone. They were dead. I think you mentioned that they were dead.
I don't remember if I did, but they would be dead, yes.
After we set the gun guy there, yeah.
How come as soon as I make friends they die?
Because you keep killing them.
That's irrelevant.
Anyway.
We keep making friends regardless. It's great.
You're
We
just
never
so
learn.
charming.
I've made friends with
Your
two
collective
parents now.
charisma score
They
is
will
just
live
really
forever.
so high.
Yeah.
We're gonna destroy these guns and then let these people run away.
So are you gathering their guns?
Yes.
All right. We're out of initiative, we'll say. There's no reason to be in it at the moment. You gather up all their guns. They are not exactly like your Glock, but they are very similar.
Were the other guns from yesterday like my Glock?
They were like these ones. There's just something slightly different about them. Their design is just a little off.
Fucking off-brand shiny
Yeah.
shit.
Just look at all those plastic components.
Well, fortunately, a gun is a very easy thing to render inoperable.
Is it?
Well, if
Does
it functions like
Nyan-
a fire.
Does Nyan understand that?
In the dreaming, yes. When I wake up, no fucking idea. But in the dreaming, I have full-ass proficiency with everything involving the guns.
Yeah, I guess that is how it would work. So you know how to render guns inoperable.
I mean, in the real world, I just kept hitting them, but in the
Yeah.
dreaming, I know how to take them apart like a wizard.
You can take these guns apart. Congratulations, there's a bunch of gun parts on the ground. They all begin crawling
What?
all in the same direction, like little inchworms, towards the ocean.
Yeah, that's just unnerving. I liked it better when they didn't do that.
You shouldn't have taken them apart.
The heavy body parts of the gun that are not the little components, they seem to be trying to crawl away, but they lack the ability. They just kind of wriggle in place.
These are all going to come together in some kind of giant gun mech.
Oh, yeah.
Rise up out of the ocean.
What are my options for throwing these back into the real world?
That's a good question. Do you have any?
No, but I have a necklace that can absorb currency.
You do. Our gun's currency.
What's that have to do with anything?
Are the pieces of a gun currency?
You could try. You could start an economy based around gun parts.
How
Like
quickly
Alex
are they
Jones.
moving? Like, we
They
have
just
They're,
did.
they're,
couple rounds here,
They're-
or is it like imminent?
they probably go about 10 feet
You
per
just
round.
created an economy called Guns for Meth.
That is true. Guns are officially a currency in this world. There's a hand-painted sign above us. That
Have
says
you?
so.
You need to do a transaction for it to
No, you don't.
for it to work. That's how the trademarks work.
Yeah, that makes sense actually.
Hey, so
You have to you
here's
have
a
to
gun.
defend your trademark by doing business.
Here's a gun.
Giving somebody something.
I've done it at the beach. I'm not.
I'm
both at the
with you. Here's a gun.
Well, yeah,
I'm
but-
giving to you for no reason.
You're not
Give
with
me
them, so you don't know this is necessary.
Gift
Neither
isn't
does
really a
he.
transaction.
God just said so.
No, it's fine.
I have another idea.
Thank God.
Is it hidden?
I smack one of the pieces with my staff to see if that does any damage.
It
to
like goes flipping into the air, and falls back down. It has a big old scratch and dent on it.
Does it stop?
No.
Okay.
It looks sad though. It like stops, like it's afraid of being beaten further.
It just looks at you with puppy dog eyes.
But like it's clearly not inanimate.
Okay.
What the hell are you
Well-
all doing?
A bunch of gun parts come crawling by the
They're
beach.
crawling by like baby sea turtles.
Yes, exactly.
Sleep on the whole pile.
The entire pile falls asleep.
I was hoping. Perfect.
All right, we need to gather these up and put them somewhere.
We need another box.
I have a glass bottle of unknown contents. We can see what that does to it.
What if we pour the meth on them now? We can just keep experimenting with them.
I don't think giving the guns meth is going to go well for us.
Well, we have the guns for meth deal. You know.
What a sentence.
This is meth for guns. It's just the other way around.
It's like
Very bad
food for
for
hungry kids.
hungry kids for
Meth for hungry kids is something we've already done.
It is, unfortunately.
There's definitely not been enough alcohol. Or too much.
Meth-
Tell which.
Meth for hungry kids is something we've already done. Is so much better of a quote. Just get by
I'm just
itself.
gonna put them all in my backpack.
meth for hungry kids.
It's
is my
okay, I don't have the
family.
skull anymore.
That's true. Okay.
You put all the gun parts in your backpack.
I'm just so used to I put it in my backpack.
Yes.
They'll be fine. They won't construct into anything in there.
Surely.
My eye worm doesn't see anything weird in them, does it?
No.
Your eyeworm never knows what's going on.
No. Thought maybe I had some condition.
Your eye worm belongs to the waking world, just on another planet.
Oh,
it's
so am I
completely
just?
different.
Am I like just? Does it still work here?
Yes.
Okay.
It's seen some shit though. You've driven it to drink. It's hanging out with the tequila worm. Like you don't know how lucky you are.
No, the tequila worm.
If it breeds with a tequila worm in my eye socket, what happens?
That's a good question.
I'm sure we'll find the answer.
You
one
lose
day.
the worm.
Cats conjure animals and
What if you put one of the true sight worms like in the infinite bottle of tequila? Would you just create like a new kind of magical tequila worm?
Gotta hope so.
Like just by definition, that is what it is now. Would you create tequila of like infinite sight?
Ooh. Just kind of marinate it.
Yeah.
That's worth looking into.
true sight meth.
Have you ever wanted to see colors? Well, now you can't.
Born to see colors.
I mean, you thought you were seeing colors before. Let me tell you.
You'll realize just how wrong you were.
You really see.
Oh, yeah. The series campaign.
Man, it must be hard trying to
Everett,
separate
there's a boat.
Yeah.
from the
That's right. Okay.
hallucinations.
We put the guns to sleep. They're taking a nap. Now we can worry. About
You did what?
we put the guns to sleep. Don't worry. About it. Now I can worry about the boat.
You were into the chalice, weren't you?
No. This was they're in Nine's backpack now.
It's okay.
Don't wake
I took
them up.
apart
Careful.
first.
There's like a bit of a spring bulging out of.
Y'all are tripping, aren't
On
you?
edge of
Shit
the
back then.
Maybe.
Don't
Maybe it's the
sample
fumes
product.
from dumping out all that.
We were here for 5 minutes.
The
So
ship
anyway,
is
there's a
getting
boat.
larger on the horizon.
Put the meth for guns sign on the beach. It needs to be the first business.
They just need to
Make it
draw.
look successful. Put the meth barrels next to it.
I turned the meth for guns banner into a flag and start waving it on the beach.
You are waving it.
What if we showed the pile of guns too to show we were successful in getting some guns with the program?
Yes, just pile it next to us.
You could. As the ship gets larger on the horizon, you see it is also flying a flag. It is a flag that is oddly familiar to just a couple of you. Can everybody give me history rolls, please? With 9, give it at an advantage.
I never did anything. I'm not gonna bother.
15.
18.
I got a 9.
You get that a lot.
Come on, just roll it.
I was raised by newts in a swamp. I don't know anything.
You already missed it.
There you
What is this, alphabetical or something? You're crazy.
go.
13.
Okay, so Salir is the only one who remembers where he saw this. This was the
troublesome.
This was the crest that was on the Maiden's Tower.
I figured maybe they were the
So
same.
good. She became a pirate.
How is that history and not just memory?
That's what history is,
Oh.
essentially.
Yeah.
That's what in 5e it is,
How is knowing
essentially.
stuff that happened?
It's either
I
that
thought
or...
that meant
We may
history
not have
of
to go
the
look for
world.
her after all. That might be her ship.
It's an intelligence roll, but I'm being nice by letting you add proficiency to it if you have it.
Yes.
Christ. These are the same person, aren't they?
Could
I
be.
don't know.
Could be.
It's just her ship. Why would she have a ship? Wasn't she
She's
in a
never had a
desert?
ship before.
She's
Well,
a
it's not good
squid.
to go.
She's a squid. Well,
Oh,
yeah,
geez.
squid don't
Was
need
it?
ships.
Yeah, but they need a ship
Yeah,
to
what fish?
carry an army.
The
I
last
don't know,
squid that you
just
guys
ditched
met was
us
on a
and
ship,
left. I
wasn't
don't know
it?
where the hell you went.
I went
You
fishing.
went down to go talk to her, and then you flew off.
I think it was
Yeah.
part of the ship.
That's where she got her gun.
What if it's that one pirate captain bitch that turned into a squid and ran away and now just serves the maiden?
What?
Yeah.
Remember the Spaghetti-O?
Yeah.
The person who sew into that turned into a squid and left.
Oh, you
Oh,
mean
yeah.
Captain Teresa?
I don't. The squid.
I couldn't have told you it was female.
It's written right here on my sheet.
Oh.
Excellent.
You.
His fucking high history roll, goddamn.
His high history.
Well, I don't think we were
caused that
drinking
to
as
be
much
written
on the
the
Salir suddenly has more mental clarity than the rest of the party put together. He hit the right amount of drunkenness.
The peak,
Yeah.
just the perfect.
He spiked it with meth and it's working.
There's some meth residue in our.
Yeah, she just disappeared. If she decided to fall in with the maiden to also go against us, then the maiden could attack us without having to show up herself.
Well, yeah, but I mean, we just need to kill this one for breaking the contract.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it also means they won't know dick about guns.
That's okay. We can take the boat.
Yeah, we just need her boat.
And obviously,
I wonder if
that
this
flag
is-
indicates she'll probably know
If this
something.
is water now, can we summon the giant? Just have him take us to the main.
He doesn't
don't
live
think
on this
so.
plane of existence.
I don't know if we've tried though.
I don't know what the hell he can do.
I still haven't got
Well,
my
he
soul
can't fucking
summoning
teleport, or
book.
he would do that instead of walking across the ocean. So
Maybe he just likes long walks.
Could be.
that'd be bad business.
Somebody
Good
killed my
exercise.
sloth, so
I mean, what else are you gonna? If you're at the stage of calling a giant head, what else are you gonna do then? So just take your time. He's gonna take his time. He's a giant head. He's a giant. You do a boat if you had a boat, but you got a
Well, I mean,
giant.
plus you got to generate value for the customer.
He provides entertainment and soothing.
I was
Music.
disgusted the entire time.
it doesn't
You're
let me
always
play.
disgusted.
This was special.
Where have we been so far that you weren't disgusted?
The book, well,
That was the one basement with the hate and the.
Yeah, that
I liked the hate basement.
Yeah, maybe that. There we
Oh,
go.
okay.
somebody got possessed though. It wasn't great for them.
I hope that hatred is working well on my arm.
Gotta end the campaign before we reach that.
I forget. Am I charging him rent
I don't remember.
for the armor space?
Cameron, you want to go scope this out?
I'm sure.
or
I'm
not?
sure your orphans are taking care of the business.
Go scope that out. You do your
Well,
thing.
they might have guns.
Maybe.
Okay.
I mean,
Maybe we should
technically,
ambush instead.
everybody might have guns.
Are you trying to be stealthy?
Not
He's
particularly.
flying.
Okay.
Can I cast Pass Without a Trace on him if
Yes.
he wants to be stealthy?
You can cast it on all of us. We
There's
can.
nothing to hide behind.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'll just cast it on
You could
all
go
of
under
us
the
in
water,
that
I
case.
guess.
I guess.
Become a fish.
That wouldn't really get
Yeah.
any closer to seeing anything.
You're now without trace.
Sweet. There's no trace under my feet in the air as I look.
Yes. Yeah, you fly.
I'm gonna hide somewhere.
Okay. Where are you gonna hide?
I don't know how
Alright, there's like a-
hideable this general vicinity is.
I'm gonna
There's
build
like
the
a
same
building right
castle,
there.
my exact shape, and hide behind it.
That's for some reason really easy for you to do.
Your shape is non-Euclidean at this point, so
Building sandcastles happens. to be my
H.P.
secret
Lovecraft
talent,
wrote a
nobody knew
story
about.
about you. He was very scared.
They're trying to explain shapes to you, right?
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So-
That's my shape right there.
No?
We'll see if they.
Okay.
I am a small halfling.
Yes.
I'm not really trying to be stealthy.
How'd you do that?
By not trying to.
That's pretty good.
You are able to get close without anybody shooting at you. You see quite a lot of things that look like they're made of swords and bits of twisty metal and tangled strips of leather just kind of waltzing all over the top deck of the ship. They are all kind of screaming to each other in very high-pitched noises that sound like tearing metal.
That kind of sounds like what the maiden looked like, right? Vaguely.
Yes,
very
it's
strange.
they're mixtures of metal and leather and
That also sounds like the assassin from the Netherborn and the
Yes.
spaghetti horses.
the guys who look like they're made of swords look like the guys who was fighting alongside the general or whatever his name was.
Giving him a bow with the exploding arrows.
So there's like two different
from a
kinds
man.
of guys up here. There's Neverborn
Well,
looking
he's got
guys
magic.
and
He can
sword
take care
people.
of himself, yeah.
Sword people and Neverborn were different. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Or at least they look really different from each other. They could just be Neverborn wearing
Too
sword
bad
armor, I
your
guess.
heat metal
Right.
spell's not an area of effect.
All right. Well, I'll fly back down.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
I didn't see any guns. Good news.
Okay,
I saw a lot of swords.
how many?
A lot.
Okay.
Dozens.
No big
A
deal.
lot of swords. They were all very kinky. A lot of leather. Saw that.
What's the boat made of?
Wood.
It was a wooden boat.
No, don't be sinking it.
The boat.
Shit,
It was
Oh
made
yeah,
of
we
boat.
can't sink the boat. Fine, whatever.
But yeah, no guns, I think, so that's a good sign. I didn't see, like, the maiden just up on the back of it anywhere or anything like that, so. I didn't see that captain either. I just saw these.
You didn't see anything that looked like a.
So we gotta go
Maiden
fight
or
swords.
I guess. They look well armed. And
We
well
have
armored.
fought swords before. It was easy. It wasn't for the army you felt like bringing for no reason, who turned into spaghetti. But we were fine.
So we can use guns here as long as the goddess is up there taking care of him as he gets progressively stronger?
No,
No.
because I don't trust her to be all powerful enough to stop a gun monster.
Well, I can use mine because mine isn't yours.
The alien lightning rifle doesn't count.
Yeah, I don't think. me
The magic
shooting
is
my
very
gun-
prejudiced against alien lightning
Do I
rifles.
still
It's a
have my
gun,
alien
but
lightning
it's-
rifle, or
that's
did I
an
give
acronym
that
for
to you?
something. It's not actually a gun.
I have
I
no
don't
idea.
think I still have that, but I'm.
I feel like you gave that away at first possible opportunity because you had magic. Like, I feel like you've been throwing weapons away at every possible...
I have been
Except
hoarding
guns.
things.
People take things from you
Yeah.
a lot. Like,
Let's,
a-
I somehow
let's
keep
rephrase
losing
that.
things.
He takes.
I do have a
Mostly
tiny
not.
Glock, which will make him only a tiny bit more powerful.
that does seem accurate, maybe.
Or it could be inversely proportional to the size of the gun. And then it would be like
That would be
instant
bad.
death.
I don't know, the tiny Glock was made by someone trying to copy the Glock's design and failing miserably.
That
I'm
is
not
true.
sure that even counts.
Yeah, I don't have alien lightning gun on here, so
Yeah, I don't.
either I
Think
don't have
you
it or I
have one.
forgot. Either is lightning.
No,
I
you
think-
probably gave it to me because I didn't have it originally.
Okay.
I feel
Yeah, I
like
think I gave it to
Boras
you.
maybe had one, and then it got taken with him. When
Two
he,
of us took one.
Yeah,
And I
and
think
one
I
of
gave
them
mine
turned
to him.
into a horse.
Took what? Sorry.
What?
alien lightning rifle.
An alien lightning rifle
oh,
turned into a horse?
Pimmerin had one and gave it to Celia.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, okay. So I've got your
Yeah.
gun. Okay.
He probably took mine. He takes everything.
Oh yeah, you probably did.
I didn't touch those.
Well, then I still have one.
Nah.
You still have a lightning rifle.
Nice.
Well, I was gonna say you have a lightning rifle. It was stuck in a mushroom this whole time.
Okay.
Like, oh, that's an awfully alien lightning rifle shaped mushroom. Oh wait, that's right. You put it there so 9 wouldn't take it from
It
you.
makes these weird metallic noises when I move around. Clicking
It's been this
and sliding.
digging in my back. I can't find...
The ship is getting marginally closer. There's not much of a wind at the moment.
We should hide and ambush.
I am
Yeah.
hiding 2 steps ahead of you.
They probably know you're there, since you were literally waving a flag that says
I
Meth for
planted the
guns.
flag right
Yeah,
next to
I will
me.
stand by the meth for guns. And I'm just waiting like, hey!
Okay, everybody who wants to try to ambush can roll stealth. I guess you're all passed without trace, right? Does that
Plus 10.
give you? Yeah.
It's just stationed. It's
Do I get
localized
plus 10 on
shit.
top of my bonuses for this?
I already rolled
That'd be
this.
amusing.
Why do they make so many strangely person-shaped sandcastles? So much?
30.
You feel pretty stealthy.
I had like
21.
an 18 and horse had a 15.
If we're abandoning the intercept them with meth for guns plan, then Pimmerin will.
Okay. You just hide behind the meth for guns flag.
Yes.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's still didn't go anyplace. He's
Like
just
fly up
kinda
and be
sitting there.
horizontal
Yeah.
behind the flag.
32.
We gave
32.
up on that
Yeah,
plan
you all-
when we
you all
realized
feel
they
pretty
had no
stealthy.
guns nor meth. Flag's
The
irrelevant.
the sand starts to just kind of melt into sandstone and form a dock that rises up from the ground to come and meet the ship.
That'll make it easier to get up to the ship.
It takes a bit, but the ship finally comes creaking up to the dock in a way that doesn't really reflect the physics of ships in the real world. It just kind of like stops beside the dock and like perfectly still.
So
And-
I'm in a bottleneck.
A plank is dropped down onto the dock, and Neverborn and Sword People just start waltzing down. After quite a lot of these Sword and Neverborn people coming down, not carrying anything at all that you can, from your hiding places, see, You see the familiar shape of the maiden also coming down.
Oh, okay.
And she just kind of stops on the dock and looks around. Says, "You can show yourselves. Are we going to get this over with quickly, or are you going to draw it out?"
There's no
Do we just focus on her?
Who can show who's self?
We will stop there for tonight.
All right.
Man, she learned how to care about things since we last saw her.
And now she's a pirate.
Because she knows she's about to die.